So what you just saw a few seconds ago was just a glimpse of my brand new and I think anyway, and you can let me know what you think, uh, improved movie library. Everything is sectioned off more than it was before. TV, I had a large TV section that has its very own room right now. There's the TV. I'll show you guys that like in another video. There's TV there. There's like a few of my retro game stuff there, and a little bit of my like a tiny wrestling collection. Most of the stuff you're going to see here, if you look back, see right there, follow my finger behind there. That's Scream Factory. See Chef Factory, like Bav right there. All that there, that's Scream Factory right along there, and right along there, along this way. You see it? I'm seeing it? Yeah, right along there. That's Arrow Video, and the Arrow Video bigger box sets are along there. You're going to see like Synapse down there too, and Slasher Video. Over there is my Vinegar Syndrome, my 88 Films, my Macabre stuff is there, my Shameless, my MGM collection is now all together in one spot over here, rather than like being in like a different area with kind of like a different colored shelving unit type of thing. That's done differently as well. I also have a retro like TV gaming area, so I got a good old 32-inch TV down here. Attached to that is a VHS VCR. I've got a Laserdisc player attached to here as well. And gaming wise, there is it's an old retro. There's a Retron that runs NES games. I'm getting an actual NES system, but the last one I had, it kind of broke on me, so I have to get a new one. No, a new retro game, a new NES system. Okay, I've got there as well. I got a Super NES, an N64 GameCube, and a PS2. Upstairs, as always, my attached to the regular television is the Xbox One, the PS4, my region-free DVD player, and my Nintendo Switch. And in the bedroom, there's a Wii U. So, a lot of stuff. Anyway, tonight I have to do an unboxing, and it's my very first video here, and that's actually kind of cool. So I'm going to do an unboxing, but before that, I'm going to respond to a couple of my things that I got here in the Creator Studio. Now, the good thing about this is we have internet, so I did like a second attempt. Like, this is not real, I guess legitimately my first video. I was just moving stuff around, and I went live to see if I could live stream upstairs. And I did it first. I came down here, and the internet wasn't really like, we didn't have like really in. It was just a bit in. So it kind of cut off, and I didn't save it. I just let it go. But I made this like 2-minute 43-second video. It's a little short thing on with test video for a future live stream. So yes, there will be live streams coming up in my videos in the future. So hopefully I'll be able to get to collaborate with some different YouTubers, which will be a lot of fun. And it got a couple responses and 14 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. Well, the person at least, even though they thumbs it down, they watched it, right? So yeah, okay. So Michael Prale said, looking forward to seeing the new setup. Hope the rest of the move goes well. It's back-breaking, Michael, but it's going pretty well. So basically, we went to get a 15-foot U-Haul, and we got there, and there were no 15-foot U-Hauls left. So they gave us a 20-foot, and they gave it to us for a good price. So we got back, and about half wasn't feeling the best at the time. So it did like amazing for that. But so I loaded up a 20-foot U-Haul, and definitely with her help, with his help, and then I unloaded the 20-foot U-Haul and got all the shelving down here and stuff. Every day we've been moving stuff over and getting things done. My movie library is kind of like my comfort zone, so I wanted to have this done ASAP. Living room's basically done as well. The dinette is done, or the reading room, and the kitchen. Pretty much everything is done there. We just got to straighten up like the workout room and the rooms upstairs, and clean up in the old place. Just go back and do like a clean up before we do the walkthrough, and hopefully get our damage deposit back. So yeah, it's been backbreaking, but it's been fun. And I'll tell you one thing, I appreciate I appreciated before, but I appreciate much more all the help that I got from my kids and my cousin Raj and my mom and everybody else that helped out in my last move. It's with two of us, just two of us, because we don't really know anybody here that could knew well enough to help us out. We had to do it on our own, and she's amazing. The fact that we were able to get it done was incredible. Jimbo R said, we just wrapped up second move in 8 months. Traumatic. Careful with the lifting. I should be more careful, and my back is killing me constantly now. I've only had to take Advil once so far. Well, I should have taken it at work, because basically the way it works is I move all day, and then I go to work, because I work in the evening, so I move until I work, and then I work for about 8 or 9 hours, and get off at 1, and then I come home and unwind a bit, and then get sleep, and that's the way it goes. Phil Dawson said, just got it on copy, 2-disc, great old school set, and he's talking about the Tales from the Crypt Vault of Horror one that's out there, and that is a really good one. So Hank Sampson said, hey Aaron, how are you enjoying your new job? I remember seeing Race with the Devil in the theaters. You're lucky, man. It's a really good movie. As a young kid, and it scared the bejesus out of me. It has stayed with me all these years, and I agree that it's underrated. You'll have to keep watch and let us know if it ever gets its own release on Blu-ray. If I hear anything, I'll be sure to let you guys know immediately. And nowadays, hopefully, I will be able to let you know immediately. This will be the test run. If this video gets up tonight, then things are going well. Kevin, I'm gonna mask your last name. I apologize ahead of time. Imelda, great review, sir. My favorite lines when Kessler and McCann go to Stacy at Stacy's apartment. Stacy's holding a bag of groceries. McCain says, been shopping, have you? To which Stacy, holding the bag, says, you're very observant. And that is from 10 to Midnight. And that is one of my favorite Bronson movies of all time. I Scream for Scream Factory, Part 2, from Chris, C.H. Ultras. What a genuine, amazing, and comprehensive Scream Factory collection here. And the Halloween set is a real gem, and every movie collection got mine signed 2 years ago by Carpenter himself. Nice! As he did the Weekend of Hell here in Germany. Couldn't see TerrorVision, video did in your overview. I have that, actually. It's one of my favorites. If you still need that one, I could gladly send it to your way. Actually, I really appreciate that. I do have the TerrorVision Video Dead because I'm a huge TerrorVision fan, and Video Dead was one of those movies that used to be on the shelves a lot when I was growing up, and it was always out. And I think I eventually saw it in college, and I don't remember that well because I was on a date and was drinking a bit, and so yeah, when TerrorVision Video did come out, I kind of grabbed that one right away, but I very much appreciate that. Though that being said, there may be some stuff that I may hit you up for in the future, do a future trade when I'm back on my feet a bit, when this whole like the cost of move is straightened away. Because we'd love to see a reaction kind of video from you regarding the recent Scream Factory deals with Warner and Sony. I got a lot of stuff I got to catch up on. You're right. I'll get to that. Only Paramount still missing. Sadly, hope a Critters box set is now in the cards for Scream Factory. Me too. I'm a huge Critters fan. Critters 2 is my favorite out of the 4 of them. I love the idea of the Easter egg hunt. That is brilliant. Action Jackman. And Action Jackman is the guy that I'm going to be unboxing the stuff from today. And when I show you what it is, you'll see why it means so much to me. And he reached out to me and said that he could get it for me. And I was blown away because I didn't know that it was still available to get. So that was really cool. He said, well, what a great way to add a personal touch to the comments. Really enjoyed. Personally, I think what Indicator are doing with the Hammer sets is genius. For all the hardcore collectors, there's nothing better than seeing obscure films get released. Sure, Dracula would sell, but what Hammer fan doesn't already have those? Great video, mate. Cheers, Luke. Thank you, and thank you, Luke, so much. You have no idea. Your package came the very last day that I was moving my stuff. So basically, we went there to wait for the movers to come, and the thing was up because it was one of those like those old school mailboxes where the there's a red flag that comes up. Uh, so it was there. I knew what it was. I didn't even have to open the mailbox. I knew exactly what it was. I knew it was going to be there. Sixth sense when it comes to film, and it made my day. And I knew that when I came and made a video, my movie library, that my very first video was going to be unboxing What You Got Me. So yes, that's how important that is to me. That I made sure that my movie library was done up, so that I actually do an unboxing for these movies. And from other previous videos when I mentioned the film, how much that film means to me for like kind of personal reasons. James Hayes says, you made some good points with Hammer, but my favorite is still Amicus. Rocket, James. Amicus is an amazing company, and I love the fact that you're going against the tide and going with Amicus because they put out such great stuff. And you can't... what's the word I want to say? I always had more fun watching Amicus films. Just my opinion. Your opinion rocks. Your opinion's awesome. And I've always had fun with Hammer stuff. And the Amicus stuff. So it was a really, really hard decision for me. It just came down to me seeing which one did the most ingenious, had the biggest impact. What it came down to. When it comes to like watching the films. I still love my Amicus stuff. I still love my anthology stuff. It's my, it touches the inner part of me. It's my soul. Ken here. Ken Carlson. Not too crazy about titles in the new Hammer indicator box. Give him a chance, Ken. Have you seen Terror of the Tongs? It's really fun. And so it's Parts of Blood River. And it's got that cool Fu Manchu box cover thing. Like it looks like almost like a Fu Manchu style box cover. How can you can't down on the Fu Manchu thing. It's really cool. I guess in a way that might be seen like insensitive a bit now. I don't want to get into too much into that, but I do like those films. Terror Tongs, that was really good. Yesterday's Enemy, I don't remember. I think I've seen it. It's a war film, I think, but I don't remember it. But I got the other two boxes, so I'm going to have a third one. And then there's when the fourth one goes out, I'm going to have that one, and I'm going to have all the Hammer box sets because I love what Indicator's been doing. I really do. Alison Burnett said, and this actually means a lot to me. I did a video movie review, and I don't always do a lot of like newer movie reviews. I review a lot of the older stuff, and every once in a while I'll do something I've seen in the theater. Now, this is a movie that I saw, I'm not sure if I rented it at the time or got it on Netflix, one of the two. Probably at the time it's on Netflix, and then I think I bought it afterwards. But I haven't found it here, so I had to rebuy it actually. But the director, he contacted me when I made the video for his review and reviewed it, and he was very, very nice. It made me feel really good. It made me because my movie reviews don't tend to get as many looks as when I'm doing like a collection update or talking about stuff. It's just some people turn to, I don't know, Chris Stuckman or Jeremy Johns for reviews, and I got a few that'll watch my reviews, but it's not as big a base as watch my other stuff, which is okay. It's just a different audience. But the fact that the director got in contact with me, and as a new one is coming out, basically I'm going to read this here, and it touched me. I felt very proud. I read it in the middle of the night, and I wanted to wake up my better half and like let her know, because I was super proud. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was really proud. So Alison Burnett, the guy that directed Ask Me Anything, which is a movie I really, really enjoyed. Apparently it was divisive among some people due to the ending, but it, as a YouTuber and a guy that spends a lot of time on social media, it hit me, and it really hit me at the time. I remember after I made it, I was extremely introspective, And if you watch that one, Ask Me Anything review, if you've ever seen it, you can tell in the video that it affected me. That the film did affect me. And so 3 years later, this is still the best and most insightful review of my movie. Thank you. That means the world to me. Just wanted to let you know that since it came out, I've published a sequel to the book. I haven't read that. I got to get that. It's called Anything Girl. And now I have begun to cast the film version. So, needless to say, Ask Me Anything was one of these films, newer films, that was kind of like a sleeper for me that I found and I really, really enjoyed. And I, more than anything, cannot wait to read the book. I'm not sure if I want to read the book first, wait till the film comes out. I'll buy the book. But I want to, I might wait to see the film first and then read the book and get like the extra details. Because there's always like extra details in the book. But that meant a lot to me. Tell Me Film said, hey Aaron, great couple of videos on your Scream collection. Being a fan of your channel for a while, thanks a lot. I know you've done these kind of overviews quite a bit yet. I continue to watch them all. Yeah, I do. Hopefully there's something new every time I do it. By the way, since you are also in Canada, how long does an Arrow UK usually take to get to you? It used to not take very long. In the last order that I did, it took quite a long time. A couple months actually before I received them, and I had to contact them to get a replacement. Which, and it was they just started their new website and they're getting things straightened away. Hopefully that's not going to be the case in the future, but until I know for sure that everybody has it worked out, I'll probably be ordering from Amazon UK and Diabolic DVD to get my Arrow stuff. And once I know Arrow has the issues worked out with their system, I'll go back to supporting them through their own website again, which I do like to do. I haven't got my order from the sale yet. It's been a month now, so it's still there, yeah. Yeah, I know. I completely got it. Let me know if in the comment section down below if you did get your order, if it took a long time, if they had to reissue it like they did with mine. I don't think anything bad on Arrow because of that. That stuff happens. Let's be honest. It's like I'm in Canada too, so it's coming from the UK now. A lot of my stuff that comes from the UK, the Arrow stuff normally comes pretty fast. Vinegar Syndrome, fastest company to order from, bar none across the board. Kino's usually pretty good too. Kino can get, if you do a couple big orders in Kino at the same time, like I did, that can tend to mess up the system a little bit. Then that was just me. It was like a one-time thing. But yeah, I should do the unboxing. Anyway, I got a package, and there's one film I knew was going to be in it, and there's one film that I didn't know was going to be in it, and I'm very happy to have. So I'll show you both. And I wanted to keep it wrapped. I don't want to take off the wrap or anything like the one here. So first I'll show you the one I didn't expect. And I'm a huge fan of Fulci, and I am a huge fan of this film. Do I have versions of this film? I do have some versions of this film. I do not have this version of this film. And it's the Blu-ray edition by I can show you the cover of this one, by Shameless, and it is New York Ripper. So I'm a big fan of the New York Ripper. I love the Donald Duck voice. It's extremely sleazy. It's not for everybody. It's my most watched Fulci film. Like House by Cemetery was for a while my most watched Fulci film, but this one I turn on all the time. And I'm a huge fan of this. And I got some features on here as well. There's this is a booklet in this? Oh, wow, okay, yeah. So there is a cool little booklet in there as well. And this is my second Shameless Blu-ray. My other one is Four Flies in Grey Velvet. And there is, okay, I guess I can show you, I can show that. Like an alternate cover right there. And this is number 1 in the Shameless Blu-rays. So I did not have, now I want to have all the Shameless Blu-rays. I do have one other one, I think is that a Blu-ray? 10th Victim might be, yeah, it's a Blu-ray. It's just got a DVD case, and that's a really cool one. But the one that I really got to show you guys, you're going to have to wait, because I got to go for a second. My phone rang. I'll be right back, and I'm going to show you the prize of my 88 Films /Classics collection. And I'm going to tell you why. So a while back, 88 Films made an announcement that really, really excited me. And not just, a little bit, but a lot. They were putting out a movie, a very odd, unique little slasher film that meant a lot to me. And unfortunately, I think it was 2 or 3 days after they put out the movie, they had to pull it off the shelf because of rights issues that they weren't aware of. And that movie no longer is available through 88 Films. So I really wanted it, and because I was moving, I didn't have the time or the cash at the time to pick this up. So actually, Jackman. So Luke basically contacted me and he said, I got this film. I can get you a copy of it. And I was like, yes, please, thank you. Down the road, I'll definitely hit you up and get you back for this. It means a lot. It means a lot to me. Me and my eldest would sit down in Ottawa, and this movie, and it was like just a weird, quirky little movie, very different. And we watched it, over and over and over again, to the point, and there'd be like a song, like Tiny Tim's in this movie, and that's the best red herring of all for a film like this. So he would be commenting and making like kind of like Tiny Timish things and singing, because he's Tiny Tim. That's kind of what he does. And he played a character called the Marvelous Mervo. And until Luke came along and actually got this for me, and I did, I put it out there. I said, if anybody can get me this film, I will be extremely, extremely grateful. More so than you ever know. And he reached out to me and he got it. And thank you. Again, thank you. Thank you so much for both of these films. Thank you for New York Ripper. Still one of my favorite Fulci. I'm not sure who you watch my channel a lot. I guess that's who you knew. That's one of my favorite Fulci films of all time. It's a film that I will collect every different version of. There's certain films like that I do whenever I see a different version of Halloween. I try and pick that up. Whenever I see a different version of the New York Ripper, or some of the Argento ones, I try and pick them up because those are just films that I know that I like and I want them in as many different features as possible and as many different ways. But this film here, it's just cool and it's different. By the way, it is Blood Harvest. Now, isn't that an amazingly awesome cover? Blood Harvest is a different, cool little film. If you haven't seen it, it's a fun, quirky little film. Don't expect like this super eerie killer clown type of thing. That's not what this is. This isn't, this isn't like one of those super eerie like clown type of films. It's different than you think. It's a low budget, little slasher. Tiny Tim's in it. He plays a character that's very quirky, much like Tiny Tim is in real life. He was a very quirky guy. And it was one that I really, really enjoyed. And I gotta say, I love this cover. So I haven't unboxed this. I haven't taken the wrapper off yet. So I'm gonna take it off here for you guys. And hopefully you get excited about seeing this for the first time. Maybe somebody got this as I am. And just to let you know, there's the features are right there, just in case you want to. I'm gonna read them out anyway, but So. On this one here, we have, of course, the HD transfer from the director's original 16mm vault materials, uncompressed stereo audio, optional English subtitles, which are as important for people that are hard of hearing. Tiny Tim, Niagara Falls, September 3rd, 1987. I think that's pretty long, I think. Behind the scenes of Blood Harvest, featuring on-set footage and interviews from Tiny Tim and director Bill Rebane. Tiny Tim's rap party performance, alternate nightmare opening credits sequence, and reversible sleeve with alternate artwork. So that I didn't know about. So let's just see. Does this one get a booklet? Okay, a lot of the newer, if you've been collecting slasher classic collection for a while, you know that they started out much like the Italian ones. They had booklets, and then they stopped doing that. They were just like small, like 2 or 3 page, 4 page booklets. But this one actually brought it back. I really didn't expect that. I'm sorry I'm geeking out, but I am kind of geeking out. So it's very cool. Look at that. And I remember watching The Bloodstained Shadow and being really, really into it. That's an 88 film. It's like Italian one. If you don't have it, I recommend it strongly. It's a really good giallo film. And oh, I love this. Love this. I think that's obviously going to be the alternate cover. It's called, I guess it's called also Blood Harvest. Oh, Blood Harvest. It's called Blood Harvest. But you know, Nightmare is the other title for it. But I wanted to know more after I finished watching Bloodstained Shadow. I wanted to know more. I was really into that one, and I thought it was really well done. And I found a booklet on the inside of it. Didn't know they had booklets at the time, and I read it. And the booklet just had a small interview, but it kind of satiated. Be good. It kind of satiated my my want at the time. And I think it was the first time, as much as I had booklets and stuff before, like Criterion and stuff like that, that one there just really, really, it made me realize the power of the booklet, how important a booklet can be when it comes to a release. And if anything, like cemented that recently, those 88 films like that come out, their booklets are incredible. And if you're on the fence about the Hammer sets and you're wondering, well, should I get these or like maybe a Mill Creek edition? It's a lot cheaper. If you can afford it, definitely, because the booklets do make them worth it, in my opinion. And I'm excited to know that there's a booklet here in Blood Harvest. So this is what's the number of this one? Number 34. Wow, I didn't know it was up so far. 34 of the Slasher Films collection. I gotta get some catching up to do. Oh man. I can't. I want to watch this one tonight, but I kind of want to wait for my kids to come out because I want them to see it. My youngest has never really has seen it, but was too young to really comprehend it. And my oldest, I know that is going to really want to see this one. Blood Harvest is done by the guy that did the Giant Spider Invasion, by the way. A different film, but it's really cool. I like it. And here, because I'm going to read the back. And that is, so we got it here. Prolific movie maverick Bill Rebane opted for some contemporary real-world horror carnage and caught wind of the slice and dice craze with the... I'm reading this so badly. Oh, with his classic Blood Harvest from 1987. Unleashed at a time when the slasher movie was awash with sequels, Blood Harvest stood out, and thanks to a lunatic performance from Tiny Tim, the legendary American television personality, offers up a creepy and instantly cult sing-song scene as well, featuring a masked man on the rampage, twists and turns that will keep you glued to the gore, and a final reel that packs in plenty of sadism and shocks. Blood Harvest gets its HD worldwide premiere from the Celluloid Plasma Addicts at 88 Films. The harvest has begun. Dare you watch? Blood Harvest. So excited to see this one. Thank you so much, guys. This is my first video in my brand new movie library. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of stuff Luke got me. Let me know what you think of the new movie library, and if you want to see like a complete, full, comprehensive tour. I'm sorry, Stephanie, that I did not get a chance to like do a kind of making of the movie library, but a lot of that included pretty much me putting stuff together, lying on the ground in pain for a little bit, and then getting up and sucking up and putting more stuff together. Thank you again. For me right now, I'm going to go upstairs, sit down in my little living room, relax on the couch with a nice cup of tea. It is time for tea. Guys, hope you had a great weekend, and I hope to be seeing and doing a lot more videos here in the new movie library. Thanks a lot.